All right, everybody, welcome back. We are still within our step 4. We've stirred in the scallions and the garlic, and we only cook them until fragrant, okay? So that's pretty much where we're at right now. They are just fragrant. What I mean by fragrant and what they mean by fragrant is you should be able to smell it. As soon as you can smell it coming up through the pan, it's done. All right, now we need to add a half a tomato and a pinch of salt. So we're gonna stir in half a tomato, okay? Now, what we're doing, because we cooked one tomato, or excuse me, I'm sorry, we chopped one tomato, we're just going to add just a handful, what we think looks like half of one of the tomatoes that we cut earlier. That's why we put 2 separate tomatoes in 2 separate bowls. Okay, so we stir in the scallions and the garlic, we stirred in the tomato, and we want to do a pinch of salt. So we're going to go ahead with a dry hand, and we're going to add a little bit of salt. Himalayan salt. Not regular salt, guys. Okay, hello, blood pressure. All right, we're going to put that down, and that's how that goes. We're going to reduce the heat to medium-low. So medium-low for me on my flat top stove here is a number 3. Okay, so the 3 setting on that. We stir in the half of a tomato with a pinch of salt into this lovely chicken that is doing its thing. All right, so we've done that. We've reduced it to medium-low, which was number 3 on my setting for the stove. We're going to stir in cream cheese and 1/3 cup reserved pasta cooking water, which is 2/3 cup for 4 servings. So we are doing 4 servings, so we're going to do 2/3 cup for 4 servings. Cream cheese. Our cream cheese is right here, and there's 4 packages because we got 4 servings. Now, one thing I didn't do, and so I am so just distraught about right now, is I did not save any of the water that I used for the noodles. So I'm just going to go ahead and say, guess what? Oh well. And I'm going to just use regular hot water this particular time. Maybe my next video I will actually have it together. So we're going to put that there. We're going to continue with our lovely cream cheese. Okay. As my husband decides to crawl, knowing, or maybe he doesn't know, that we cannot see him in this video at all, whatsoever. We can hear him, but we cannot see him. All right, so we're going into number 4 here for our cream cheese, and we're getting that all that loveliness into the pan with the chicken, with the peppers, with the garlic, and the salt, right? And we're gonna throw away our used wrappers. And we're gonna wash our hands, because what are we doing, guys? We are keeping it clean now. Yes, yes we are. All right, so then we have to go back and look at water, right? We have to resurrect some water here. So I need to get 2/3 cup for 4 servings of reserved pasta cooking water that I'm going to not use reserved cooking water because I don't have reserved cooking water. I'm going to throw my hot water on from my water tap, unfiltered, and I'm going to take my 1/3 cup, and I'm going to go 1, and I'm going to go 2 into my blue cup, because I think I read that it was 2/3 cup for 4 servings. 2/3 cup is 2 1/3 cups. Great job, everybody. All right, so once we're done with that, and I remove this cup from my screen because y'all don't want to see a blue cup for the duration of the video. We're having a great time here, everybody. All right, we've got the cream cheese in here. We've got it down to low at number 3. We've got our 2/3 cup water now, and we are going to do whatever the next step says, which is we're going to stir. And we're still using the same spoon, aren't we? Yes, yes, we are. And I'll show you guys what it looks like now. Yes, ma'am. Or yes, sir. Whichever. We are getting it on. Yes, we are. All right. So we are doing a fantastic job right now with this. We are stirring. We are melting the cheese, cream cheese, rather. We are incorporating the water, even though it's not reserved water. So that probably means because I drained the water earlier from the pasta, because we were supposed to be conserving water as part of our mission here, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more salt since I don't have that reserved water from the pasta. Now, it also means I don't have the reserved water from the pasta as far as the particles, the ingredients, what makes up pasta, the sticking capabilities, right? All right, don't have that in here, but guess what? That's okay, we'll learn for next time. All right, that is a feather in your cap to remember for next time. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it into medium for just right now. Just for a moment to get it back up to where it looks like it's actually cooking and not just sitting there going to waste. All right, now we're gonna add the drained penne and we're gonna cook, stirring until thoroughly combined, 1.5 minutes, okay? So as I'll be able to see here, it's starting to do a little bubbly thing. We're going to shut off the burner and we're going to add the pasta now, okay? Take all the pasta because we don't want any food waste, all right? And we're gonna put all that together and we're going to stir it, stirring and stirring and stirring. And this is, if you guys can see, okay, this is how it looks now. So far, so good. We're doing great, you're doing great. This will be over soon. Just kidding. All right, so here we go. So we're stirring in the pasta, all with the chicken, and it looks great, very yummy. 4 servings, remember, does not equal 4 people. All right, now, as we added the drained penne, and we cooked stirring until thoroughly combined 1 to 2 minutes, we turned off the heat. We're gonna add the Monterey Jack and the stock concentrate and 2 tablespoons butter. We're not gonna do the butter this time. Butter is bad, okay? Butter is bad, all right? No cholesterol. All right, so we've got 2 little things here, and this says chicken. That is your chicken stock. So we got 2 packages because we got what, guys? 4 servings, right? Okay, cool. Don't forget to use your scissors. Where's your scissors? All right, I'm gonna wash them. I wash some scissors. As my husband would say, what do you say, babe, when it comes to scissors? Do it, babe. Come on, we're all waiting to hear it. Uh-huh. All right, so going back to the steps here, we're gonna add Monterey Jack and the stock concentrate and 2 tablespoons of butter. We're going to nix the butter for this step. So we have our chicken stock concentrate, which is so oozy and lovely and delicious, and it goes right in the middle. Okay, we've got 2 going on here. We just cut it on the side. We don't need to cut completely on the top. Remember, the joys of cooking, slow is good. All right. Then we're gonna take both of our packages of Monterey Jack, because you can never go wrong with cheese. And we're gonna put all of that all into here, and it's so lovely that way. Yes, it is. All right, both packages, all the cheese. You can never go wrong with cheese. There you go. All right, now, clean as you go. Remember, don't forget that step. Make sure you are cleaning as you go. We do not need anything staying around looking disgusting. All right, there you go. Now, back to our spoon. The spoon we've been using this entire time as we've been preparing the main dish, right? Keep the spoon, use the spoon, it's okay. So we've added the Monterey Jack, the concentrate, 2 tablespoons of butter, and we mix that, and as much hot sauce as you like, and stir until the butter melts. Now, what I'll probably end up doing is going ahead and just saying, you know what? It's a good night. We'll use a little bit of butter, but not a lot. All right, little bit, tiny bit. It says 2 tablespoons. We're gonna do 1 tablespoon. Okay, fine. 1 tablespoon, that's it. That's all you get. Okay, all done. All right. Now, I'm gonna make sure I throw this away because I don't need any evidence, okay? All right, there we go. And then, what does it say, guys? We got hot sauce here. As much hot sauce as you like, except it's only 2 packages. So I hope this is as much as you like, all right? So we're gonna put all of that into the dish. See, it's so cool. It all goes together, all in one pan, right? Make sure we don't put any wrappers in the food. That would not be pleasant. As well as, don't forget, if you have long nails, make sure you're cutting away from your nails. You don't want a piece of a nail to end up in your dish. You know, okay? All right. So we're gonna stir all that together. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what we have going on right now. Lovely. Looks great. We're gonna stir until it says the butter melts, right? Yep. Butter, 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 melting, melting, somewhere in here. All right. Now, you're probably thinking, what are we going to do with the tomatoes that are left over and the scallions? Okay, so we talked about this earlier. Your scallion, the green parts, are your, what's that word, guys? Garnish, right. So are your tomatoes. They are a garnish that goes on the top of your dish. Once it's complete, we're going to put the butter away. Clean as you go. Don't forget. Okay, all done with that. Dish is good. It says there's a tip here. If needed, stir in more reserved cooking water a splash at a time until pasta is coated in a creamy sauce. Guess what? We didn't have any reserved cooking water because I missed that step. Forgot about it, got all excited about the video, so we're just gonna leave it where it is. It's creamy enough. And then we're gonna divide the pasta bowls or the plates. We're gonna garnish with the scallions and the remaining tomato, and we're gonna drizzle with any remaining hot sauce if desired and serve. I've already used all the hot sauce out of those 2 packets, so we have no reserved hot sauce to use as part of the garnish. Not a big deal. It's incorporated in the meal. So, just want to make sure you guys are ready. We should be ready to eat now. So we're going to divide and conquer this meal. All right, we take the chicken and the penne, blackened chicken penne. All right, we got the dish prepared here. All right, just enough for a serving. You're gonna take your scallions all along the top, just enough, just to give it a little look. I got the tomato just over the top. And that's how that works. So, there you go, everybody. There is your blackened chicken penne. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you. Have a great night. God bless.